Okay, you guys, we are back with another banging video, honey. And when I tell you that this one is banging, it is banging. I kid you absolutely not. Neither am I exaggerating nor over-exaggerating. Let's talk about it, shall we? Because, honey, it is said a Latina astrologer, in case you believe in these things, predicts Kourtney Kardashian's divorce in 2026. Okay? Now, I want to drag y'all memory a bit. Like, this is why my subscribers will always say I'm psychic, but I'm not. It's just being able to read between the lines and putting things together. Like, I can see a leaf, and if I look at the leaf long enough, I can tell you where that leaf is coming from and what it's been through. Okay? So, I'm not psychic as my subby thinks. It's just that I know how to pick up on these things. So, I want to drag you all memory a bit back to that graduation ceremony that they had for Kim Kardashian, right? If you haven't seen that video, I want to encourage you to watch that video. I'm going to share it on my community post so that you can see that I did say that Kourtney and Travis are about to get a divorce. Kourtney, because Kourtney is a Karen. She is like, I didn't see it all this time, but I can see it now. But I'm also picking up on something else that might be going on with Kourtney. Kourtney and Travis might be headed for a divorce. They might be headed for a divorce because we've been hearing that she has been having a difficult time merging both families. Family friend, she dealt with Kim's divorce from Kanye. Why would Kourtney be so upset? Why would Kourtney be so mad? And then I was like, aha. They know that Kourtney and Travis is not getting along. They know that Kourtney is contemplating divorcing Travis, and they put her to sit beside Laura, a divorce attorney, so Kourtney could get a few questions in. But Kourtney didn't see it as a help because she's in denial. She sees it as some kind of trigger, and she was like, they put me, you guys put me to sit beside the attorney, and I don't know the attorney.
Initially, they had me sitting next to Kim. I get there and Khloe's next to Kim, and I'm at the end of the table next to our attorney. No offense to the attorney, but like, I don't know the attorney. I've met her once.
And I didn't realize it until Kim's graduation ceremony. Do you guys remember in that video I said, why was Kourtney so upset? Because they put her to sit beside the attorney. Do you guys?
Since I'm on a breastfeeding schedule, I have like a maximum time that I will leave the baby, and that's 4 hours. I think I'm gonna go, actually. Initially, they had me sitting next to Kim. I get there and Khloe's next to Kim, and I'm at the end of the table next to our attorney. No offense to the attorney, but like, I don't know the attorney. I've met her once.
Kourt and I planned to go to the graduation together. I wanted Kourtney to meet me about an hour early so we can drive there in time. Kourt just said I'm crazy and whatever.
We were supposed to drive together, but calm down.
We were.
Stop
but you had a very strict schedule.
It's a surprise. I couldn't miss the surprise.
But guess what? I got here probably
because
15
she
minutes
was late.
before.
You didn't know she was going to be late.
I was getting nails done, breastfeeding, getting my hair done, getting glam, trying to get dressed. It took me an hour and a half to drive to Kim's graduation, stayed there for an hour, and then an hour to drive home. That's a lot for me for my day to be away from my baby that I'm breastfeeding.
She is fine.
No.
She is fine. He's
0 to 3. Yeah, 0 to 3.
So then I'm in this equation too. My kid's 2.5.
So you should get your ass home, shouldn't
I don't
you?
need to.
Why are we mom shaming? I'm with my kids all the time. I just want to sit here and enjoy a little cake.
0 to 3, Khloe.
Kourtney is just very judgmental. All of us prioritize our kids. To judge when you're not even around to see, I think, is why we have such an issue with it.
Remember when I said that? And do you guys remember when I said Kim and Khloe intentionally put Kourtney beside the attorney so that Kourtney can get some questions in and know from early out, like, what's on her side and what's not, what to expect and what not to expect. I may even download that video and insert a portion of it. When I watched that video, that clip, I said to you guys, you can literally see them pushing Kourtney to do it, get the legal advice. Why would they have her seated right beside Laura Wasser? Why would they have her seated right beside a divorce attorney? Why? And I said it in that video. I said, Travis and Kourtney, they're headed for a divorce. Do not be surprised. And I said, you know what? I think they actually love each other. But something is going on there. And you know what else solidified for me that something is up in Kourtney's marriage? When Khloe had to sit down with Kourtney, and Kourtney was saying every time she watches the reality TV series back, when she watches it, and how they would react and laugh and talk about her each time she leaves the scene, it was very hurtful for her. And how Kourtney would just cry about those little things. When you see someone crying about those little things consistently, it's not just those little things that they're crying about. It's deeper and it's personal, and it's as though she doesn't want to let it all out yet, or she told Kourtney more in that clip, but the production team was not authorized to publish that portion of the clip, and as such they cut that clip short. But I said it to you, from Kim's graduation video, it told a story. The moment that they placed Kourtney beside the divorce attorney, I said Kourtney is contemplating a divorce attorney, and Kim and Khloe is pushing her to talk to the divorce attorney to get it over with and done. And now Esoteric Essa she's saying, she posted on X, no one needs an astrologer to tell them this. Like, I wish I could read into my life, like how I can see someone and read into their entire life, Can I do that shit to myself? No. I can see someone and read their entire life. Can I do that to mine? If I could, I wish I could. Maybe I'm gonna have to video record myself. And I have several times. And I watch about my videos. But man, anywho, I'm here to serve. Anywho, so Esoteric Essa says the Venus retrograde in 2026 will inspire Kourtney Kardashian to divorce Travisbarker. It will be transiting her Uranus and Pluto, and his natal Venus return and hit his Scorp stellium. Stellium has to do with three of them locking in and all of that. As stellium, if you know what stellium means. The rest of it, I ain't got a shit a clue what she's talking about. So she's saying Saturn is conjunct her Mars and Sun next year. It's donezo, over. She'll free herself. Well, do you remember when they said that Kourtney was expecting a second baby, and I said Kourtney's not going to have a second baby? And if she did, it would be through a surrogate, not after everything that she went through. Now, in this case of Kourtney and Travis, I don't want to say what I'm seeing with Travis, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say what I'm seeing with Travis. But I think something sad is going to happen to Travis after the divorce from Kourtney. Something, I'm not praying for it. But I can see something sad happening to Travis. And I can literally feel it. You know, I can see something bad happening to Travis. And what is going to happen to him that's bad? It's not going to be something intentional, but it's something bad, like something unpleasant is going to happen to him, because he's going to feel like the gravity beneath him has been removed without any warning whatsoever. And at first he's going to thought it was a sigh of relief, but then he's going to realize that, like, Kourtney was the glue. Both of them have annoying differences. Both of them has, you know, that annoying differences. Now, I clicked on EsotericEssa's page that's on Instagram, and she says, let's normalize divorce in Western society and within Latinx culture. Thanks at Ola USA for the feature on my upcoming prediction. Divorce can be sad, challenging, and scary. As someone who personally has been through divorce as much as I have done colonial and religious unpacking, it was still a taboo thing of shame that was subconsciously indoctrinated in my psyche. While I was coming to terms with the loss of my marriage, I don't wish ill upon anyone's marriage, let alone the people pictured above my prediction. But divorce is evolution. Divorce is healing. And she continues by saying She says, divorce is evolution, divorce is healing, divorce is misalignment becoming realignment. This Venus retrograde this year will end many marriages that are ready to expire. In the good old words of Sinatra, that's life. Yeah, a lot of marriages are ending, as we guys can see. The same thing was predicted with Desmond and Christy Sierra. Someone actually predicted that the moment they move into that house, their marriage will be over. I believe women are truly finding themselves, and I believe that women are not as male-centered as they once used to be, and that's true. I also see that women are no longer settling for the bare minimum. So as I was saying, women are no longer settling for the bare minimum. Women have realized that they are looking at the single women who are just at peace. I can tell you, I'm a single woman and I'm at peace. I will have, do you know how Jay-Z say, I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one? I have 99 problems, but a man is not one of them. And I don't need a man to feel valuable, to feel liberated, to feel like I'm worth something. And at first, this journey was a challenging one, but as time passed, I've learned to embrace being single, and I can tell you that it has been one of the most fulfilling, rewarding times of my life. It's like I've stepped up and I've elevated spiritually. I can tell you that for a fact. I have elevated spiritually, and, I've been stronger, so strong that I had no idea that I have the strength. I've realized my worth. Now I know what I'm not going to settle for like hell. I'm not going to settle for the bare minimum. I know if I should venture into a relationship, I know what I want. I know the do's and the don'ts. And I know that I'm not going to tell a guy that, oh, yes, I'm into that kind of lifestyle, or I'm into that, or I need just a little. I don't ask for a lot. I ask for a lot. I'm always a damsel in distress. I'm always a damsel in distress. I'm very needy like a child. I'm very picky. I'm picky about things. I may like you today. I may hate you tomorrow. the day after I might be in between with you. And that's just who I am. I'm just moody and I'm just sensitive and I love my space clean. I don't like to see men dirty. I don't like to see men with dirty nails. I don't like men who talks about women. If I see a man ever sit down and having a unpleasant discussion about woman, especially one that he shouldn't be having about how a woman chooses to live her life, and especially when that conversation is being had repeatedly, you know, that's a group of bitch ass nigga. And guess what? You see, karma is just such an amazing, beautiful thing. Because you see, oftentimes when those men sit down and talk shit about women and speak shit about women consistently, they always have a daughter who ends up in that same cycle. I kid you not. And you see the men who are womanizers, they always have a daughter who ends up getting used repeatedly by men. And I kid you not. It is something that I witnessed repeatedly. And you see the men who don't take care of their kids, they suffer. They suffer before they die. They suffer. And when I tell you suffer, they suffer a different level of sufferation that is just horrific. So I'm saying that to say more women are choosing freedom. They realize that when they are liberated, and you see, the truth is people are realizing that relationship should not be a struggle. Ain't no way two becomes one and it's a consistent uphill battle. It should not be that case. A woman should not be, the man is working, the woman is working, the woman is cleaning the house, doing the laundry, combing the kids' hair, preparing the meal. And the only thing the man does is go to work, come in, takes off his dirty, smelly shoes, gets into the shower, takes off his clothes, drops it on the floor, and you're walking behind him cleaning. So you have 10 jobs. You literally have 10 jobs while the man has one job, and he wants you to go 50-50 with him. And women are liberating themselves from that. And I told myself, I'm not going to put myself in any such situation. I'm not your maid. Don't ask me if I can cook because I'm not obligated to do shit for you. I'm not your maid. And do I want to be treated like a princess? Of course. But if you're looking for hired help, you need to go check another girl because it won't be me. Now, saying that to say this, it doesn't mean that if I share space with someone, it will never be cleaned by me. I'm not saying that. But if you live alone, do you think I'm going to... You see, the things that I see girls doing, going to a man's house, that was when I was silly. No. I rule with my head, not with my heart anymore. And that's how people should lead. Rule with your head. Do not allow your heart to control you. Be headstrong at all times, okay? Because women have been men's footstool for generation, and women are choosing to break the cycle. Was Khloe Travis's footstool? I don't think so, but I think that there are things about Travis that is just overbearing to Khloe, and I think that there are things about, not Khloe, but Kourtney, sorry, and I think that there are things about Kourtney that is just overbearing to Travis, and to know that Travis was with Kim, because Aubrey O'Day said yes, travisbarker didn't just have a crush on Kim. He actually literally dated Kim Kardashian. But the Kardashians are nasty. They do it all the time. A$AP Rocky, Kendall Jenner, not A$AP Rocky, Travis Scott, Kendall Jenner, and then Travis Scott, Kylie Jenner. They're nasty. They love to keep it in the family. And all of them might be screwing Scott as we speak. Maybe. Not saying that's the case. But you know what? I wish Kourtney all the best. She's a Karen, but she's a Karen. She is. Can you imagine? I've just also identified and discovered that she's a Karen. Kourtney is a Karen. to her core, she is a Karen, okay? But I still do like the girl. You can tell that she's just annoying. But hey, if they're gonna get the divorce, we're gonna see. And if not, honey, if not, then we're gonna come back and talk about it. Whatever happens, I'm gonna be here to talk about it with you guys. Peace.